the first thing, kindergartners, I want you to do is to write your name in the middle. Just your first name. I'm going to write Mrs. Schmidt. You just write your first name. The next thing I want you to do is flip over your artwork and turn it the hamburger way. Okay, you're going to turn it this way, the bathtub way, the long way, not the high way, like this, the tall way, but the wide way. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to draw a line. Now notice where I'm drawing my line. I am not going to start it in the middle, but I'm going to start it near the bottom. Okay, a little bit above the bottom. And I'm just going to do a little wavy line. Not too wavy, but just a few little waves in my line. Go! Next, when I say go, not yet, but when I say go, you can get your Sharpie and you're going to trace over all of your lines very carefully with your Sharpie. Not yet, but when I say go. Go! The next thing you're going to do when I say go, not yet, so your hands are on your lap, but you're going to grab your yellow crayon in the box. Today we're going to use a different part of the crayon than you normally use. We're not going to use the top, we're actually going to use the side. So you're going to hold it with 2 fingers and then you're going to rub the color on there so it's nice and wide. I know it's kind of hard to see, but you're covering the whole thing. And notice, kindergartners, how I am not going above that black line. I'm covering the whole bottom, but not above that black line. Go! Next, when I say go, so hold on, you're going to take your blue crayon and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to use the side of your crayon, not the top. So you're going to hold it like this, and then with the side you're going to rub the color and you're going to cover your entire piece of paper. Now notice I am not going below that line. Go! The next step is we need to draw our jungle gym. But remember, we have to use only squares and rectangles because that is what Mondrian used. So I am going to use a Sharpie, kindergartners, but you are going to use a pencil. Okay, so when I say go, you'll grab a pencil. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to draw a big rectangle that takes up almost your entire sheet of paper with pencil. Go. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to divide your square rectangle into 3 parts. So watch where I draw my lines. I'm going to draw one close to this side and another one that's close to this side. So I have 1, 2, 3 rectangles. Go! Now for the next part, you're going to continue to use pencil. I'm using a Sharpie so it's easier for you to see. But you are going to create a bunch of different rectangles and squares using lines. Yours can look like mine, or it can look very different. So I'm going to start, I'll just give you some ideas. I'm going to start adding some lines. Over here, I'll add a little ladder. You're watching to get some ideas. You're not starting yet. And then maybe I'll divide this part in some bigger. And then up at the top, I think I'll do some monkey bars. So notice how I'm making rectangles and squares. And I'm making shapes. 1 shape, 2 shape, 3 shape. I'm not using triangles and I'm not using circles because Piet Mondrian did not use those. He only used rectangles. So I'm just giving you some ideas. They can look like mine or they can look different. You want some big rectangles and some little rectangles. So go ahead and start designing your jungle gym. Go. For the next step, you are going to use your Sharpie and you are going to trace over all of your lines. So right now you'll just have to pretend that I have pencil instead of Sharpie. You are going to go over all of your lines, tracing all of your pencil lines so that all of your lines are traced in Sharpie. Now obviously I've already used Sharpie, so I don't need to do my whole thing, but you do need to go over all of your lines.